Hey folks, it's me, Christiana Gaudet. I am live on my Facebook business page this morning, as I am every Thursday. It is time for our Tarot Topics weekly newsletter recap. If you happen to be watching this in archive, either on Facebook or YouTube, thank you so much for being here. And as people come into the room, let me just share a little bit about the Tarot Topics weekly newsletter. This comes out every Wednesday in your inbox. To sign up, all you have to do is go to my website, christianagaudet.com, and sign up for the newsletter. Every week we have a different topic, and every week we have a number of different features. Of course, we have the Star Corner, where we talk about what's going to be happening at our upcoming conference in Palm Beach Gardens in January, StarCon. We also have a card or cards for your consideration. We have the Week in Review, which talks a little bit about stuff I've found on the internet that I like, the blog post I wrote during the week, that kind of thing. And we always have a specific theme and some tarot exercise or activity having to do with that theme. So let me say hi to some of the people coming into the room. Michaela, nice to see you. Neil, glad you're here. Vijayeta, happy to see you. Lisa, good to see you. So, our topic this week, be the light. So I'm not going to lie, I was inspired. I take my inspiration from all kinds of things, and especially religions around the world. And I happened to notice that this past Sunday was Pentecost Sunday in the Christian religion. So, of course, that's when the Holy Spirit first came to the apostles, and they felt that presence of divinity within themselves. And I thought about that, and I thought about how really in most schools of spiritual thought around the world, there is this idea that however you see higher power outside of yourself, we all agree that higher power, that divinity resides also within us. In the yogic community, when we say namaste to one another, that's what we're saying. The divinity within me honors the divinity within you. And I was thinking about that and thinking that, things are so difficult right now. We are shining a light on a lot of ills in our society. And that in turn encourages us to shine a light and lift people up who need to be lifted up. But it is also shining a light on some of the uglier parts of our society, and that's hard. Living in what we might call post-truth society, it is hard to know how to shine a light on the truth. What is actually true? How do we find the truth, and how does that hold firm when there are so many voices and so much technology that are working to hide the truth and to diffuse the truth and to present alternative facts as truth? So much that we need to look at here. But the theme of the newsletter, very specifically, is about finding the light within you, finding the divinity within you, and then looking at how you can share that with the world. Now, when we look at our card for consideration this week, when we talk about shining the internal light, normally I might mention the Sun or the Ace of Wands, but because I was focusing on the Pentecost, I chose the Waite-Smith Ace of Cups. And I chose that because, let me see if I can find it for you real quick. I should have prepared and brought it out. But in this particular image, we actually see the dove of the Pentecost descending. So the idea that in the Ace of Cups, the cups can actually represent two things. It can represent the womb or the sacral chakra as we connect to our families, but it also represents the heart center, the heart chakra. And so it's a very clear illustration Of course, the fact, here we go. It's a very clear illustration of the spirit of divinity descending into our hearts where it resides. And so, this conversation is all about how we find that divinity within ourselves, how we see ourselves as divine beings, and how we therefore act to see that within each and every person on the planet, that every one of us has that spark of divinity. And how do we use that to lift each other up? That's the question. That's what we're playing with. Let me say hi to a few people coming in. Jill Watson, nice to see you. Leisha, glad to see you. Jamie, glad you're here. Karen Winkle, Sammy Joe. Renee, glad you're here. Dawn, happy to see you. So, the spread, I shared a 2-card spread that you can try. I want to teach you this spread. You can try it yourself. A few of you have already requested readings. I don't have a lot of time today, but I will try this 2-card spread for the first few people who have requested it. And we'll see how it goes. But again, take some notes or read the newsletter and try this spread for yourself. Hey, Apexa, nice to see you. Christine, glad you're here. So 2 cards. Let the first card give you information about how you can better see, understand, and connect with your own inner light. And let the second card reveal how you can better show this light to the world right now. And Karen, yeah, thank you guys. A number of you were with us last night for Global Tarot Circle. I really appreciate that. Of course, you can watch it in archive if you happen to miss it. Okay, so let's see what did Karen say. That's the card I got yesterday in Global Tarot Circle. I think it was about me modeling love in the world. Yes, I was able to brighten the day of dinner time who accidentally misstepped on social media. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to go through and we're going to try this 2-card spread for a couple of people. As I said, I'm not going to be able to get to everybody today. My time's a little limited, but try it for yourself. And if I don't get to you, I do apologize in advance, but I will be back tomorrow with the Friday weekly wrap-up, and I expect to have more time then. Okay, so we're going to start with Lisa Bruno. So 2 cards. How you can better see, connect, and understand with your light, card 1, and card 2, how you can shine that light for others. Okay, how can you see your light? Stop judging yourself for things that have happened in the past. Put closure to the past. Put closure to the stories that you have heard. I'm talking to you, Lisa, but you know what? I may be talking to others of you as well. Put the past in the past because our worries and upsets about the past dull our light. Lisa, how can you shine your light better for others? Oh, this is a fun one. 4 of Pentacles. Good self-care for yourself first. And make sure you have good boundaries. You are not helping people by letting them push your boundaries. So this is really all about your own self-care. Karen, I thought about that. Met someone not dinner time, but I thought maybe it happened at dinner time. You never know. Okay, let's see. Okay, TK. TK, first card. How can you better see your inner light? 3 of Cups, and I'm going to say, in a lot of ways, you share that light a lot, just in what you do socially. But I also see this as music and dance. And I think in a lot of ways, TK, you find your inner light through your own creativity. How can you show that light to the world? The Tower. There is so much going on that is difficult. Do not let that pull you down, but try to share your gifts of creativity with those who are suffering and try to share your message within that creativity. Okay, Teresa. And again, so you see how this is done. So if I don't get to you today, I do apologize, but try this. Try this exercise. It's enlightening, isn't it? Okay, Teresa, how can you find your inner light? The Ten of Cups reversed. You may have to heal from those who have tried to extinguish your light, from those who didn't see your light or wanted it to be different than it is. That could be family. That could be past relationships, other people around you. You have to heal from that, Teresa. And then, through your own spiritual studies, through your own inspiration, through your own intuition, I wonder if you yourself are a reader. I think you might need to be reading for others in some way. I think that is how you will best show your light to the world. Okay, Apexa, I hope I am pronouncing your name correctly. I apologize if I am not. My name is Christiana. It also gets mispronounced quite a bit. Okay, here we go. The Empress reversed. How you find your light. You know, you are one also who may have heard some messaging from your parents, from your family, about you having less value, the idea that you're not valuable. You have to let go of that messaging in order to find that divine light within you. How can you show that light to the world? Through your communication, through your ability to communicate with people throughout the planet. You may be a writer, you may be a reader, you may in some way already be communicating that message. Keep doing it. Barbara O'Brien, nice to see you. Renee. Okay, Renee, how can you find your inner light? It's there. You just have to turn it up. See it, breathe into it. You already know it's there. You know where it is. Find it and breathe into it. That's the important piece for you. Renee, how can you shine that light for others? Four of Wands, by finding community and people around you where you all lift each other up. Barbara O'Brien, how can you connect with your inner light of divinity? King of Cups, by recognizing that you are, always will be, and always have been a voice of love in the world. You know, you already see it. You're already out there. I think you worry that other people don't see it, really. So how can you better show it to others? Ten of Pentacles, do not get so caught up in the drudgery of daily living that you forget to spread the joy. Because you are a joyous person, the joy is there, and your light is joy, Barbara. Hey, Amanda, nice to see you. Karen Winkle. Karen, you have to fight for your light. There are some voices in your head or from other people that keep trying to extinguish it. Fight for your light, my friend. And then think outside the box in the ways that you spread your message of light to others. There is no one in the world like you. Take pride in that. Okay, Michaela. How can you find your inner light? Six of Pentacles, by recognizing your charitable nature, by recognizing how much you care about others and want to help others, by recognizing how easily you see the pain of others, even when you have your own pain. And how can you share your light with the world? By standing in defense, not only of yourself, but of those around you. Okay, Shreya. Thank you for being here today. How can you find your inner light of divinity? by looking at what you have already created on the planet. Be that family, be that friends. Look at your accomplishments already and see that light within those accomplishments. How can you show that light to the world? By learning and growing and taking what you already know and what you already do forward and further. Okay, very good. Julie, this is so hard right now. So much shaming going on. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, Sammy Joe. Sammy Joe, you're another one. You have to fight for your light. And that, again, may be because there have been people around you who have not been willing to see you, who have not been willing to see that light. So fight for it. See it and fight for it. And I think for you, Sammy Joe, you shine that light as a way of helping others who are suffering. Seeing the suffering in others, shining a light on that, and helping them to heal and to be better. Okay, this is going to be my last for this session, and it's my good friend Amanda. Okay, to be fair, I've known Amanda since she was 9 years old. Now she's the mom of 2 beautiful children. So we've known each other for a really long time. Okay, so Amanda, how can you see and connect with your divine inner light? By being patient with yourself. Be patient. Be patient with others. Be patient with yourself. And recognize that you have wounds. You are the wounded warrior, and you need to work on healing those wounds. And part of that wounding is what keeps you from seeing your light. How can you shine your light for others? Again, it's all about healing. Your own healing will facilitate the healing for others. Okay, folks, that's what I have time for. I thank you so much for being here. If you have not read the newsletter, you can see it right here on my Facebook business page. You can also find it on my website, christianagaudet.com, where you can sign up to receive it every week. And you can read this week's edition as well as past editions if you like. I'll be back here tomorrow with your Friday weekly wrap-up. Remember, I'm always available to you for readings by phone, Skype, FaceTime, Messenger, Zoom, you name it, I can do it. And also for mentorship if you want to take your personal growth or your tarot studies to the next level. Thanks so much. It's good to see you.